That belongs in a museum.
Aggressive line, and this forces Talion to deal with that Shredder right now instead of developing something like an Azure Drake.
Yeah, and I think he looked at his hand and decided I can afford to take this aggressive line because I have my next turn locked up with Sludge Belcher anyway. I'm going to trust my deck to give me one more thing to do on turn 6, and then I have the sprint to use after that if I really need to refill and haven't drawn anything else proactive. So this is a fantastic play from Amnesiac just to try and take full initiative, and the Flame Waker misses.
No. That's a disaster for Talion. He was definitely hoping to get rid of that front half of the Shredder with the first blast in order to be able to kill the pilot with that and to be able to heal out of the lethal range. So looks like he is going to opt to go for the minions first.
After seeing that Dr. Boom, do you feel any better about the odds of the Ancient? Oh, Alec here off the unstable portal. Boys, this is officially an E-Sportal as he gets that Alec here. Wind Fury, Charge, Divine Shield, and Taunt.
Look at all those keywords, Rob.
Thanks. I've been training.
That's too long, didn't read, but it seems good.
Yeah, it's pretty good when you're looking to do damage, and he can use that to close out next turn, assuming no taunt comes down. And we see Amnesiac doesn't have one. He doesn't have heal, so very exciting to see Alec here make a cameo in this tournament.
I hope he uses. I mean, he still has a lethal just with the Fireball and the Frostbolt, but I mean, how do you not Alec here?
No, you Alec here and you Frostbolt. That's what you do.
Yeah, you have to do it.
Oh, but yeah, it's still lethal, yes. It would still. I was like,
Yes.
no, it's only 9 damage, but because of the damage that
Do you Frostbolt or Alec here first? He's thinking about it. He's like, which do I do?
I think you Alec here, then you greetings multiple times. Then you wait until the end of the rope. This is the play that everyone makes against me on ladder, so I assume this has to be correct.
Well, you got to understand the BM meta.
Yeah.
It's always changing and evolving.
I mean, I think you should save the Alec here for last, but how do you have the patience?
Azure Drake swipe is a great answer to that, so it can get some work done in this matchup for sure.
Yeah, just gonna see one of those 2 brawls come out, and let's see.
This is huge. If the Dr. Boom wins, it's just not so.
And the Boombot hits for 4 though, so does get a pretty good effect out of it.
Yeah, and since Dr. Boom was the only minion in play, there wasn't anything else. It's not even a true 1-for-1 because the last Boombot does hang around, so.
All right, and Amnesiac just going to be able to restock that board. And while I was saying that the Emperor Thaurissan discounts were necessarily the most advantageous, he does have the ability to just jam things down on the board, and he's just going to continue to rebuild it and hope that at some point he just overpowers Talion.
Yeah, everything seems to be going Amnesiac's way right now. After that brawl, he's easily able to get a new strong board, and he just got an Ace of the Floor too. So even if this board gets cleared, he can just keep drawing and play more threats.
Yeah, that said, Dr. Boom being gone is good for Talion because the mid-range Druid doesn't necessarily have that many big threats. You've seen the Thaurissan, you've seen the Dr. Boom now, and now you're just in that territory where you have to weather the storm against stuff like Combo, which is very scary, mind you, and the mid-range minions like Druid of the Claw, Ancient of Lore.
That feels bad, man. Big Game Hunter right there. There's exactly one target for the Big Game.
Right.
But in the turn after he dealt with the Dr. Boom without the BGS, he draws it. And
usually not the way that goes. The Big Game Hunter is almost always on time the second somebody plays a Dr. Boom in these matches.
Summon 2 Boombots, put a Big Game Hunter on top of your opponent's deck.
Yeah, I believe Disguised Toast made a video highlighting that.
I believe so. He's wrapping his own Boombot here. Gets 4 damage. I was gonna say, I think, yeah, he just had the free chance to potentially check for lethal. Yeah, exactly. I was counting this at the start of the turn. I was like, if he wraps his own Boombot here, he can potentially have lethal. He took the free roll to do it. What a huge play from Amnesiac.
Amnesiac realizes he has a chance to close out the series right then and there. Punches ticket to the top 4, does it, it works out, and now he is going to emerge victorious from this series over Talion. Talion is going home, Amnesiac lives another day.
I wanted to elaborate on the point because it was essentially a free roll. He drew the card off the Boombot. He had the opportunity to just say, okay, if this doesn't work out, I can